Hey, it's me. So, as a girl, I mean, as most of you probably have experienced, I've had a few guys hit on me here and there. And, sometimes some of them try to be smooth, some of them don't. Not saying like, oh, I've got so many guys after me, but like, I've had a few that have actually approached me out of nowhere to try and hit on me. And it's kind of funny, in all honesty. Like, I'm not offended or whatever, like, you do you, man. But I'm gonna tell you guys a few of the funnier ones that came up, tried to hit on me, not so successfully. And yeah, here we go, fun story time. So, a little bit of backstory before I start on this one. I used to hang out at this mall back when I lived in California, and they had a Barnes & Noble there. And so I would go in there, and most of my time hanging out there, I would honestly just stay in the visual novel section and just read comic books and manga. Half because I really wanted to, half because I was like, maybe people will see me and think I'm nerdy. Come on, admit it. Some of us do that. Like, oh, nerd stuff in public must show people I'm a nerd. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. So I was doing that. I had my usual thing. I forget what I was reading. I was reading some comic book, and some guy approaches me out of nowhere and is like, hey, what are you reading? I'm like, this? I'm like, I'm not really sure what it is, but it looked interesting. He's like, oh, do you read comic books often? I was like, sometimes. I'm not super into them, but I mostly prefer manga sometimes. And he was like, oh, okay, that's cool. And then, I think I was wearing a Markiplier shirt, and he noticed, oh, so you like gaming? And I was like, yeah, I like video games. I like to play Kingdom Hearts and Zelda. And he's like, oh, that is so cool. He was just shocked that I was a girl that liked video games. And he was just like, that is so cool. Have you ever played this one or that one? I was kind of like, eh. Little fun fact about me is I do like video games, but I mostly like third-person RPGs. They're just kind of my preferred favorite, like Zelda, like Kingdom Hearts. Much easier, hack and slash, no stealth, I've tried stealth once, I'm not very good at them. So anyway, this guy is talking to me for a good 10 minutes or something, just about want to talk about video games, because he's just so shocked that a girl likes video games. And he's just going on about oh yeah, have you ever been to E3? And I was like, oh no, I've heard of it. I usually just go to Comic-Con. He's like, oh, you go to Comic-Con? I'm like, yes. It's San Diego. Everybody's kind of been to Comic-Con at least once. And so he was just so shocked. Finally, he gets to the point and he's like, so can I keep in touch with you on Facebook? I was like, oh, sorry, that's kind of private. He's like, oh, okay, well, can I have your phone number? I was like, that's even more private. The only thing I really offered him was you can follow me on Instagram if you want, and then maybe message me, and maybe I'll message you back. I wasn't planning on it, but he kind of took the hint that I wasn't interested and left awkwardly. But he was nice, but very desperate. Very desperate. Very sweet, but very desperate. That camera! Just to kind of put a little disclaimer up here, I'm not making fun of these guys for how dare they approach you or nothing like that. I'm just saying I found their approaches kind of funny, and so I figured I'd share it with you guys. No offense meant, no, not calling anybody out, nothing like that. Funny enough, this next one was after I moved to Idaho. Most of the flirtations took place in California, because California boys, they be thirsty. But out here, I was wearing my Hero Academia shirt, and it's got all of the characters on it. It says, you can become a hero, and I like it. It's a great show. It's one of my favorite animes currently. Not my top favorite anime. That will never be replaced, but it is one of my favorites. So I'm walking down the street, I'm wearing this, and some guy, out of nowhere, I literally walked past, I didn't make eye contact with him or nothing, he was just randomly like, did they finally make an animation out of that? And I was like, yes? He's like, oh, I've only read the manga, is it any good? I was like, yeah, I mean, the English dub is even really good. And he's like, huh, and then just turns away and starts walking away. I'm like, what just happened? So then I just kind of continued on my way and didn't think much of it. Speaking of random side comments, I'm just gonna kind of give you a little compilation of these, because those happen every once in a while. So this one happened, I was actually visiting my sister out in Missouri, and we were in a big city area, and we were out walking. I was wearing one of my more edgy outfits. I was wearing my black lipstick, I had my hair long at the time, I was wearing some shorts with my combat boots and some edgy looking tights and stuff like that. So it was one of my more edgier outfits, and this guy, clearly an older man, just walking past us as we're entering a building, he's exiting. He just stops, looks, goes, "I like that goth," and then keeps walking. I was just like, is that like a common thing around here? You just randomly make a comment towards a girl? I mean, okay, I'll take the compliment, still a little creepy. And this one is one of my personal favorites. So this one happened again back in California. In a different mall, there was a Comics and Stuff, which was this giant place for comics and games and figurines and clothes and just everything. Like, it was huge, just like a warehouse, just full of nerd stuff. Anyway, they had a whole bunch of stuff for Magic the Gathering, that card game that all us nerds play. I do play it, but at the time I was just kind of trying to learn it from one of my guy friends, and so we were there and we sit down at one of the gaming tables and he's trying to teach me because, you know, I wanted to learn. And so we're sitting there and he's teaching me and I'm not quite getting it. I'm a little slow on the uptake. Oh, that was the wrong pun. Dang it! I had a pun opportunity. I could have said slow on the upkeep. That's a magic pun. Dang it! Anyway, so I'm trying to learn how to play Magic, and out of nowhere, like out of literally nowhere, we were the only ones at these tables. These guys come over. One sits at one end of the table on one side, and the other sits on the other. So you got me, my guy friend, and then these two just happen to sit at the same table as us. And there's all these tables I could sit at. And so one of them just kind of leans over and is like, "Oh, well, which version are you teaching her?" And my guy friend is kind of like, "Oh, you know, just basic." Like, they start talking Magic. I don't get it at the time. And they're just talking back and forth, and this guy's like, "Oh, well, you should teach her this. Well, you should be doing it like this." Don't mind me, I'm holding a brush here. And he's like, "Oh, you should be teaching her that, and you should do it this way." And like, he just starts kind of trying to take over. Needless to say, we just kind of left pretty quickly because this guy was clearly trying to move in, and we're just like, And the fact that he even like is like, "So are you two dating or something?" And I'm just like, no. So we left pretty quickly after that. We're like, "No, this is not happening." This one is different because this one actually happened on my Instagram. Like, to give you some background here, normally if a random person messages me on any platform, I usually don't respond because I'm like, I don't know you or whatever. This one, like, I normally don't get messages. He just kind of randomly says, "Hi, I like your pictures." So I was like, "Ooh, thank you." And then like every like day they would just send one message of, "Hi, how are you?" I'm like, "Good." Like, I wasn't gonna be rude and completely ignore the guys. I was like, "Okay, good." And then like randomly, out of nowhere, like 2 days later, he messages me. So I have a confession. I'm like, okay. I'm like, "Is this someone I know or something?" He's like, "I like you. Do you want to be my girlfriend?" I'm like, "No, I don't know you." They're like, "But I talked to you for 2 days." As if that was like, you know, you have to talk to a girl 2 days and then she can be your girlfriend or something like that. I was like, "I don't know you. I literally have never actually had a conversation with you. So no." They kind of took the hint and just left. But I was just, I don't know, that just blew my mind, the fact this guy was like, "But I talked to you for 2 days. You have to date me." And it's just like, no, that's not how any of this works. And then this last one is a little bit of an underwhelming last one, but this one also took place in the graphic novel section of Barnes & Noble, and I was chilling reading some, I think it was an X-Men comic or something. I think I was also wearing one of my X-Men sweaters, well, my only X-Men sweater, and some like kind of brony looking nerd, I'm not trying to be mean, but he had like the long hair with the wireframe glasses and the fedora kind of thing going on. Do you, man, but I'm gonna mentally stereotype you. I'm sorry. Anyway, comes up to me, kind of has that tone of voice to him, that you know the type, where they come up and you know that they're just looking to prove how smart they are. Comes up to me, looks at what I'm reading, he's like, "Oh, are you familiar with the X-Men comics?" And I was like, kind of. I prefer to watch the animated series usually, because I grew up on that. That's my favorite, personally. Comics get a little too complicated for me, but I'll read them every once in a while. He just kind of looks over, he's like, "Oh, those aren't exactly comic accurate, but okay." And then just kind of walks off, and I'm like, if you were trying to flirt with me, you did a very terrible job. So, yeah, that's basically all I got for today. I figured I'd tell you guys some of these funny stories, because I just thought of them recently, and I don't know. I just found them really funny and out of the blue, and ironic, because, you know, funny enough, as many as I named there, those are most of the only times guys ever actually tried talking to me. So I found them really funny, and yeah, I'm not like trying to be like, oh, how dare they talk to me or nothing like that, as I said before. I just found them funny and wanted to share them with you guys. I'm just reiterating that because, like, I know some people will be in the comments being like, oh my gosh, you're such a feminazi. A guy's just trying to pay you a compliment. A guy just wants to talk to you. Doesn't mean he's flirting. It's like, chill. I'm just telling you guys stuff. Just chill. Okay. Anyway, with that said and over and done with, I will be seeing you guys next Tuesday, hopefully. Bye!